Showtime. Hurry up. Oh, hi. Well, we were supposed to have someone here today, and apparently they're too much of a deadbeat to show up. Probably broke, too. But for all intents and purposes, I have only one thing to say. Enjoy the show. Good evening, guys and ghouls. My name is Sky Kent. Welcome back to Fright Club. The show where we discuss and review our favorite horror movies. The spooky season is upon us, which means Halloween is right around the corner. That's right. This means we will be covering John Carpenter's iconic slasher film of the same name. So sit back, grab some snacks, and enjoy the show. When Michael Myers, a local asylum patient, escapes from his captivity 15 years after murdering his sister in cold blood, it's up to the young man psychiatrist, Dr. Loomis, and an unsuspecting young woman named Laurie Strode to end his reign of terror once and for all. But time is of the essence, though, as the small, quiet town of Haddonfield is ill-equipped to handle the true psychopath that is Myers, leading to many senseless, bloody deaths as our pair of protagonists come ever so closer to meeting their mark. Will they defeat their foe, or is Haddonfield about to experience some serious downsizing? Let's see what the trailer has to say for itself.
The one, the only, the classic Halloween. Halloween night. A small American town. 15 years ago. Michael? Halloween.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Halloween. The night he came home.
Welcome back. In this segment, we share some fun facts about the making of the movie. After the success of Black Christmas, it seemed that everyone wanted a new slasher that revolved around Halloween. But it was John Carpenter that got the script from the producer, Arwen Yelbins, titled Halloween, a story about a psychotic killer that stalked babysitters. Carpenter was given full control of the story, and is credited as the writer and director. Heck, he even composed the darn thing! Although he didn't write it alone, his then-girlfriend, Deborah Hill, wrote most of the female's dialogue, using her past babysitting jobs as inspirations. Fun fact, Carpenter got the name Laurie Strode from his ex-girlfriend with the same name. Now, if I was writing a slasher and I decided to use my ex's name, I probably wouldn't have given it to the last character who survives, nor decide to do so when my current girlfriend is my co-writing partner. But that's just me. Moving on. The iconic Michael Myers mask was actually William Shatner's mask. The eyes were widened, and the mask was spray painted with a bluish white to give off a chilling pale appearance. Story goes that the production designer Tommy Lee Wallace bought the mask for $1.98 at a costume store. Imagine being Shatner and learning that your likeness was used in a mask that frightened thousands of people. I feel like that would have been a blow to the man's self-confidence, so sorry, TJ. Sorry, Captain Kirk. The film worked with a super low budget, as do most independent films. Crazy to think that one of the most iconic film franchises started with a budget of only $300,000. Anyway, many other actors wore their own clothes, while young Jamie Lee Curtis's wardrobe was purchased at JCPenney for around $100. After the release of the film, over $70 million at the box office, making it one of the highest grossing independent films of all time. Talk about a killer profit, right guys? Okay. Well, anyways, that's enough for all about that, you know? And I know why you're really here, though. My review. After the break, I'll fill you in on what I liked and what I didn't like about the film. Stay tuned. Boom! Hey! Final review time. Shall we begin? I'll take that as a yes. Anyway, any great movie will grab your attention within the first couple of scenes, and Halloween is no different. It starts with a cool POV shot of Michael as a kid, at the night of his sister's tragic end. At one point, Myers puts on the mask, and we are now watching the scene with two eye holes. Like how cool that is? This scene of Michael's methodically stalking his sister really sets the tone for the rest of the film. The film gave a very subtle moment of foreshadowing that I found to be very neat. Lindsay, one of the kids being babysat, is watching TV, and you hear a voice on the television saying, "Lock your doors, lock your windows." And how does Michael enter the home? The classic fashion? A window, of course. And from here on out, I'll never leave my windows unlocked ever again. Michael Myers doesn't have a tragic backstory, a bunch of personality for all I know. He is the ultimate purest form of evil in his universe. So much so that Dr. Loomis, a psychiatrist, doesn't ever want him, and I mean ever, to escape captivity. Speaking of which, Dr. Loomis's character, and particularly Donald Pleasance's depiction of it, helps add color to what might be an otherwise drab film. Laurie is also an early, strong, independent female protagonist who was too busy studying and babysitting to be distracted by her ever-blossoming teenage sexuality. Unlike her friends, who makes up the bulk of the film in body count. Now time for things I really did not like, or some things casual moviegoers may have not found very enjoyable. The main thing is, well, pacing. The film can really crawl at times, or should I say creep. This, to some, isn't really a bad thing because, well, it adds suspense. Like how we're also being stopped by Michael himself. However, to less patient viewers, the slow pace will feel kind of boring and uninteresting. All in all, though, there isn't not too much like about this Halloween film. It's not just a horror classic, but probably among the greatest films ever made, and one that'll be watched and parodied for years to come. Up next, we have an interview with the one, the only, Michael Myers. If my team ever shows up, that is. Stay tuned. Look, I know, buddy. It's hard. It's really hard. Hey, Halloween's right around the corner, so... What? What do you mean? Look, I don't understand. You're getting paid very well. I'm pretty sure they're amateurs, so it's not like they're going to take your job. Hey! You didn't see that, right? Good. Because you saw nothing. You saw nothing. Well, that's all we have for today. I'm very sorry that our special guest couldn't come, but life. Stuff happens. So thanks for popping by. Until next time, this has been Fright Club. My name is Sky Kent. And if you excuse me, I'll take a very long and well-deserved walk in the woods. I'll see you guys next time.
poison in my chalice. Pride begins to fade, and y'all feel my malice. Put Gree on your doorstep, soon you'll be in the gutter. Melt your heart like butter, and I can make it stutter. Think about a corn, may kill it, corn, walk on, kill it, splinter. Corn, may kill it, corn, walk on, kill it, splinter. May kill it, corn, walk on, kill it, splinter. Sit out, boy.